Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another read-through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tmnt Mirage Volume 4, Issue number 19. So yeah, in the last through we saw Raphael go on a bit more of a rampage, take on Leatherhead. He found out about the books. Mikey saved Regenta, and Donnie is just small. Yeah, so let's get into this one. Let's go. If you do like this content and want to see more from this channel, please do make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment, and all that good stuff. Now let's go on with the video. Translocation completed. Please exit the platform now. Your assigned facilitators is waiting to assist you. All first-time visitors to Earth must report to Medscan for immunization before leaving this facility. Right this way, sir. Yes, our snack bar is open, sir. Welcome to Earth, sir. I'm Beverly, your facilitator. Pleased to meet you, Beverly, but this is my 5th visit to your lovely planet. I don't need a facilitator. Very well, sir, but I'll need you to sign this release form. Happy to. Please, purpose of visit, sir? Tourism and shopping. Scan shows no prescribed microorganisms. Have a good time on Earth, sir. Oh, I think I will. Thank you. Attention, attention. This auto ferry will be leaving for Manhattan in 1 minute. Attention. Wait for me. Please take me to review your commentary copy of Earth for Extraterrestrials, a basic guide, and take note of the locations of our help kiosk throughout the city. It is advised that you avoid all areas marked in red on your maps due to an anti-extraterrestrial protest activities in these localities. Please report any incidents of harassment to Utrom authorities and the NYC Police Department immediately. Enjoy your stay, sir. Oh, I will. Welcome to Earth. What can I get ya? The new arrival. Special with you, please. And a coffee. Here you go. More coffee? Yes. Thank you. That looks lovely. Yeah? Oh, it's you. You're late. Yes, I am. But I'm here, and I have the stuff, exactly as promised, and I'm ready to do business. So, take me to your leader. Funny. Little crabs are so cool. Don't you think, Cersei? Sorry? Hey? You asleep? No. I'm just resting. I'm a little wiped out myself. It was, quite a night. But hey, check this little guy out. Found him in one of the tidal pools and rescued him from those hungry seagulls. No. What? Guess I should forget my plan to take him to a home as a pet. Sheesh, the egg. They must be kept safe. Huh? Did you just say egg? I thought I heard you say egg. Yes, my egg. Our children. Ow. Wow. Wow. That was, fast. How many of them are in there? Hey! No, don't touch them. You mustn't. Alright. Jeez, relax, would you? I'm sorry. It is a protective instinct, common to my species. Great, fine, I got it. Now, could you let go of my arm? Oh, right. This is just incredible. Forgive me, my brothers, for waiting so long to reveal myself, but we have grown cautious here. In this world we have made for ourselves. I suspect that you have many questions. Perhaps the best way to begin is to share with you our history in this place. It is not a simple tale, but I will attempt to make it so for your comprehension. You suspect correctly. Years ago, when I and my Utrom comparators were flying a shuttle loaded with various waste substances, byproducts of our work in the construction of a transmat in New York City, to this remote location for temporary disposal. An equipment failure turned out a routine trip into an unwanted adventure, and we were forced down onto this teepee, the hard landing incredibly destabilizing the shuttle, the only one of its kind which we had at the time. So we stuck here. Even if we fixed our communications gear, we couldn't risk sending out a distress signal, which might be picked up by the humans. The risk of exposing our brethren in New York was too great. We could not allow our actions to jeopardize the great New York, the great work, the building of a transmat which could take our people home. So with heavy hearts, we gave up our hope of immediate rescue. We salvaged as much as we could from the wreckage of the shuttle. Most of our exoskeleton suits had survived the crash, and we used them to construct a living space and quality food. It was not easy. This jungle can be harsh, unforgiving place. We had many a close call with a local predator Funan. As the time went on, we began to notice unusual effects caused by leakage from some of the containers or biogenetic waste that had been damaged and breached in the crash. The waste had leaked into the environment and created strange mutations, some involving bizarre hybridizations of animals and plant forms, and the others resulted in the transformation of some members of a local reptile species, which grew rapidly in size and intelligence. We successfully domesticated some of these creatures, and they became useful to us for transport and defense, at least for a while. Our instincts as a scientist drove us to explore as best as we could the secrets of these mutations, and we learned much that was useful. We discovered how to utilize the mutagenic waste to manipulate local vegetations and create these woody organic exoskeleton. It was an important breakthrough, as we realized that our mechanical exoskeletons would inevitably break down in the harsh jungle environment, and we had no replacement parts. It was a great triumph. But one sadly tempered by the failure of our relationship with our reptilian servants. You see, they had to continue to mutate, and to grow more intelligent, even developing the power of speech, until one day they rebelled, and cursing us they fled into the jungle. They had become sentient, and they had come to believe that they were enslaved by us. In a way, I suppose there was some truth to that. Regardless, we were never able to come to any kind of understanding or truce with them after that, and they have remained our bitter enemies ever since. But even that depressing failure did not prevent us from pushing forward in our research. Among our most important discoveries was what we came to call quantum inversion redemption, or simply put a method of shrinking objects, including living beings, too many times smaller than their original size. It was a momentous discovery and opened up many options for us. In addition to enhancing our security and survivability, it allowed us to do some very interesting behavioural experiments. This test environment in which you find yourself in part of one such experiment. Test experiment? Environment? That's what you call this torture chamber? It was never our intention to harm any of you, only to observe. Well, it might have helped you make the invention clearer. That noise, we've heard it before, was it? A minor annoyance, which I will deal with. If you don't mind, Journal, I have a few more questions. Yes, I thought you would. You are a curious one. Come with me, and I will try to enlighten you. I'm always up for that. Lead on. Oh dear, it's just as I feared. Raphael must still be in his monster mode, full of incorrect rage. And with this new form of strength, he is incapable of great destruction. Only hope none of the other souls were here when he smashed his way in, for their sake, and his. Not knowing that Raphael had been thus transformed, they could have reacted to him as an enemy. Oh dear. I hope that this stun blast modifier will prove effective. I will take you to actually have to hurt Raphael, although he will most likely have to know such compunction. My auditory sensors are picking up something. A rhythmic crunching noise. It must be him. Raphael, don't move. His weapon is okay, Professor. Don't get a circus in a bunch. Raphael, you can speak? Yeah. Feels weird. Probably. Sounds weird too, but my head's clear. I've calmed down. I can think now. Thanks to Master Splinter. Master Splinter... But your sensei is no longer with us. Yeah, I know, he's dead. But whether it was his spirit or just my memory of him, it helped me to censor myself, you know, give me back to my old mild-manner persona. And, by the way, Prof, sorry about taking your head off like that. Apology accepted, Raphael. You weren't quite yourself, after all. And as you no doubt see, I weathered the incident rather well, and with some assistance from your young girling, that is. That little oot is almost as much of a techno-wizard as Donny. And speaking of my uber geek bro, you heard from any of the guys? I've been kind of out of it the last few days. Well, let's see. As far as I know, Donatello is still with the Utrom expedition to South America. Leonardo is helping Karai with some internal foot security problem, and Michelangelo was last reported to be heading out to the city on a motorcycle. Apparently he's making the most of his new job as a translocator facilitator. I'll try to get in touch with them as soon as possible to let them know of your status. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to perform a few diagnostic scans. Scan away, Prof. Okay, if I keep eating, I'm pretty hungry. Please continue. It shouldn't affect the scans. I'm reading some deep tissue bruising. Did you engage in another fight after the, incident at the hospital? You know, it's all kind of blurry, but I think I may have run into Leatherhead in the sewers. I think we fought over food or something. Jeez, hope I didn't bust him up too bad. Speaking of Fern, hope everybody at the hospital is okay. I don't remember it all, but I know it caused a lot of damage. You may relax, my friend. There were no fatalities, and those who were injured are healing nicely. And as for the damages, Cuthbert's Memorial has a very enlightened policy in that regard. They understand well that some of their patients may not be able to control their actions. However, a note from your expressing sincere regrets would not be out of order. I failed to see why you were so obsessed with this book, Leonardo. Not obsessed, Karai. But I'm very curious. Yeah, and I have to wonder, what author is so involved in publishing a mass-market edition of such a dangerous tome? Dangerous? It is just a collection of alleged mystical nonsense, appealing to the foolish masses who believe in astrology, crystals, healing, and other such claptrap, and is not being published by the Foot, and by one of my many subsidiary corporations. That's a distinction that makes no difference. You missed my point, which is that this publishing house is a tiny part of a business holding of a clan, and one I pay little attention to. I can't help thinking you're hiding something from me, Karai. You're paranoid, Leonardo. You act as if these were the old days, when you were constantly at war with the Foot. Those days have long since passed. Have they? Yes. I can't believe you're making such an issue out of this silly book. I really like to believe that, Karai. If this book were just another brainless volume, fit only to be shelved with the other Draken selection. But my studies with Master Splinter years ago led me to believe that, as incredible as it sounds, this book is actually one of the 9. The 9? You are mad. The 9 are myths, simple legends. They do not exist. Your master was a fool. Enough. I think I'll speak no more of this nonsense. Now, do you wish to continue sparring or not? Yes. Let's keep going. But, if you think I'm going to drop my investigations into this mystery, you're the one who's crazy, Karai. Something's very wrong about your reaction, almost like you're being controlled somehow. And to control a strong will like yours will take something out of your ordinary, something supernatural. What's next, Dad? Let's see, change the oil, plugs, clean the oil filter, How about the brakes? Huh? Yeah, good idea. Can't do too much about that crappy rear dump unit, but bleeding the line for the front desk, that should help. Dad, thanks again for helping me out with this tune-up. Hey, no sweat, Shad. I like getting my hands dirty. Besides, it's a good distraction. Sitting around waiting for the phone to ring has been driving me crazy. Hello? April? Babe, it's great to hear from you. Where are you? I've been so... Huh? What? So, you're coming home? Casey, I'm sorry, but I can't come home. Not yet. Huh? I don't get it, babe. Why can't you... It is hard to explain, but I just don't know who I am, or where I belong. April, hun, I know you've been upset lately. This stuff with your parents and all, but there's no reason to... Casey, I love you, and I hope someday I can make you understand. But right now, I can hardly comprehend it myself. And until I do, I can't come home. Can't be normal. Goodbye, Casey. April? Dad? What did she say? What's happened? April, don't hang up on me. Don't... God damn it. Dad. Dad, stop. Jeez. Wow, so, yeah, that's a pretty interesting issue, I'd say. There wasn't really too much, I would say, that was really two oh my god moments, but there were a few, I'd say. Like, Mikey now being a dad. That's, oh my god. And then April was being a bit weird, I'm not too sure why. Yeah, there's everything about this issue. It's really intriguing, really like how it was definitely pushing the story in a really good direction. Yeah, just wow. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do like this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.